Hello, everybody, and welcome to historic Holman Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. Scene tonight of a Division I New Hampshire boys baseball game. Opening round, it is the Nashua North Titans against the Dover Green Wave. I'm John Collins along with Tom King. Jim McLean is handling our camera duties today on Nashua ETV. Tom, it's the top against the bottom.
Yeah, it is. Number 2 against number 15, and the bottom played played the top pretty well when they met. It was a 1-0 ball game, very quick ball game, like an hour and 15, 20 minutes. Same two pitchers, Mellon versus Loopy. Anthony Loopy, the sophomore lefty. We see another lefty, John Collins, as we saw another lefty from Winnicott in the first game against Bishop Girton. We see another lefty tonight for the Seacoast with Dover's Anthony Loopy, only a sophomore. And Jake Mellon on the mound. We know him. The last time we saw Jake Mellon, he was on a one-hitter against Nashua South.
You know, I don't blame him for putting Loopy back out there. The game summary, Jake Mellon had the only 2 hits in that game, a 1-0 win. The Titans scored on a double steal, a home. They kind of stole the run.
Well, you know, as I talked to Will Henderson after the South game, you know, he said that's basically the way we score runs. That's us being aggressive. It's the only way we really can get things going. Is you know, if you've seen us all year long, you know we don't hit a ton, and that's the only weakness North really has. They've got plenty of pitching. It's how well they swing the bats, and this will be very interesting because, John, in a 16-team tournament, yes, your favorite is a higher seed, but at the same time, all it takes is that one good arm to knock you off and knock you out, and that's what we could see tonight if Loopy's on and Mellon isn't.
We are underway. The first 2 pitches are strikes from Jake Mellon. The second one there fouled off, so it's an 0-2 count against Kyle Seawards, the leadoff batter for the Dover Green Wave. As you can see, right-handed batter. He plays shortstop for Dover. Fists one fair in the infield.
There's that
Backpedaling.
sun, John.
And Shannon Martin's going to put it away.
It's that time now. It's 7 o'clock. Right field is a very big sun field. Short or deep.
So nothing but strikes from Jake Mellon as his second baseman backpedals. And the sun not getting in his eyes as he makes the catch on the pop-up. 1 up, 1 down here. The top half of the first inning. Of course, 7 innings in New Hampshire high school boys baseball, even in the playoff games such as this one. Mellon pouring the strikes in there now. Up 0-1 on the second batter is Adam Schoenbacher.
Schoenbacher. Bob Bates and I, the PA announcer, went over the pronunciations.
So Schoenbacher has a 1-1 count now working. The shadows, of course, a bit of a factor for the batters and the pitcher to contend with. He tops a swinging bunt. Mellon pounces off the mound, throws him out by a good 3 running steps. 2 up, 2 down, a pop out, and a ground out for Mellon.
This could be a very quick game sometimes with Jake Mellon's on the mound.
He wastes very little time between pitches, and he wastes very little pitches themselves as he faces the 3-hitter in the order, Ty Cash. Ty Cash. There is a
money name,
isn't it? You know, it's sort of like it's the same amount of letters as Ty Cobb, and foul tipped into the mitt.
Kind of rolls off the
these
tongue,
days, it's all about the money, right?
It kind of rolls off the Ty Cash. Kind of rolls off the money. This kid.
You know what? Ty Cobb might have changed his name to Ty Cash if he played anywhere.
Today. Right. No doubt about it.
Yeah. I love that line in the movie Ty Cobb when the old Ty Cobb's being interviewed. It was Tommy Lee Jones that played him, right? And some MC at a party. Mellon bounces one, does me a favor, and we elongate the at-bat. And he says to the old Ty Cobb, what do you think you would hit if you played today? And he says something like 350. Oh, only 350, not 400? He goes, I'm 68 years old, you so-and-so. Meaning that he went right out there at the moment, you know. Could still hit.
I'll tell you what.
That's confidence right there.
I'll tell you what. This is going to be an interesting tournament because we talked about who's on course. North, the winner of this game plays Bishop Girton. But if one of the biggest stories of the spring has been the Merrimack baseball team. They just recorded their 11th shutout of the season in the first round of this tournament, beating Alvern 1-0. 11 shutouts.
Wow.
During the course of a year. That is unheard of.
It is.
Unheard of.
3-2 pitch. Misses.
Ooh, and that pitch was a strike. in the game we had earlier today.
Different umpire, different zone, and we have our first base runner of the game. Top half of the first inning, 2-out runner aboard for Dover. That's Ty Cash at first base. Let's see if he wants to test Nashua's battery. The 4-hitter's Adam Arkell. And he was first pitch swinging on the fastball. Good location by Mellon as he painted the inside corner. Foul back 0-1. Titans defense play Arkell straight up at all positions. And he had him off balance, did Mellon there with that breaking ball.
Yeah,
it's
Mellon will mix up his pitches where it looked like McCarthy, Gerton's McCarthy in the game we did earlier didn't want to mix up as much. Mellon won't hesitate. He'll go through the whole repertoire. How about that, huh? Sportswriter uses the word repertoire.
And he probably can spell it, knowing
right.
you. Grounded third base. Cross the diamond in plenty of time, and it is a 4-batter inning for Jake Mellon, and no run score for Dover. They did get the walk. So the Titans coming to bat for the first time in this first-round playoff game in just a few moments here. And it'll be Louis Tarantino, Kelvin Rodriguez, and Matt Fortin going 1, 2, 3. Mellon will hit cleanup for the Titans. Still a very comfortable day weather-wise. It's a beautiful May 31st as we tape this. It's the second game of a Thursday playoff doubleheader here at Holman Stadium. Maybe you saw the first game, maybe you didn't. I'll pause for effect here. It was BG against Winnicott, and I'll say the score in a second. BG wins 2-1, and it was the big blow of the game, a home run by pitcher Joe McCarthy.
And Matt Murray with his RBI double.
Game-winning double, right.
Yep. Talking to the coach after that game, he didn't feel that the injury affected the pitch. What he felt should have happened was he thought his third baseman should have made that play at third, the ball that went by him. And from the coach's view, Mr. Collins, it was between the legs.
Okay.
And tough call. I mean, I guess you could have given that a base hit. But I'll tell you what, Anthony Lupi, sophomore left-hander, young kid on the road in a tournament pressure situation, but he's got a little bit of a comfort level. He only allowed the 1 run against his team. He's seen these guys before, so that's a little comfort, just as much comfort level for the pitcher as it is for the hitter, I think. So Lupi, the sophomore lefty, as you watch him warm up. Dover coming in 6-12. And North coming in, of course, 14-5. They got that second seed as by virtue of that win over Nashua South. And as we said, also Merrimack in that same bracket. They have already advanced. The winner of this game plays Bishop Girton. And if Merrimack can stay alive, we could have an all-local semifinal a couple of rounds ahead if you just want to think ahead a little bit. But we'll have to wait and see here in Division I.
As the throw goes down to second base, Louis Tarantino will be leading off for the Titans. So, as you heard in that game summary, Jake Mellon was the only Titan batter that had any hits off of Lupino. And if Tarantino manages to do that, he'll be able to break that streak.
I think Will Henderson will probably have his team bunt. They'll have his team do all sorts of things to try to rattle this young pitcher.
Lupino, the sophomore.
And there you go.
There's Tarantino bunting. It's a good one. And Bobble is going to cost him.
He's going to get it. Yep.
It's going to be a bunt for a hit for Tarantino, as Lupino had to go a long way off the mound. And so right off the bat, it is a first batter bunt single for North. And they were able to break through on Lupino immediately.
I knew they were going to try to do some things like that. I don't think you're going to see Rodriguez bunt. You may, but I doubt it. But they're going to do those kinds of things to get runners on base. If you've got a runner at third base, you better watch out. If North has a runner at third base and you're Dover, you better watch out for the squeeze.
Maybe a tall task to ask Lupi to I said Lupino. It's Lupi, L-U-P-I.
Right.
Misses with a fastball away. Maybe tough for him. Ask him to repeat the magic that he had on April 26th when he went 6 innings.
Well, yeah.
Gave up only 2 hits, 2 walks, and struck out 6.
Two schools of thought there. He's older and wiser since then because he's pitched. He's had another month of pitching. And he does bunt. Look at this.
Back to the pitcher. Turns, throws in time. And Rodriguez, who was hustling as if for a base hit, does get credited with the sacrifice. So man in scoring position for the Titans in a scoreless game as they threaten to take the first lead of this one.
Hey, Fortin can bunt too. We saw that was one of the squeeze plays we saw against South.
Yeah.
So the other school of thought is that, hey, it's tournament time and the kid can get rattled. He's only a sophomore. So we'll see.
Fortin's got a man in scoring position in Louis Tarantino, who runs well. Curveball from Loopy hits the outside corner. Jake Mellon is the on-deck batter, so even with first base empty, you can expect Loopy to go after Fortin here and try for the out. The 0-1 misses up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're early in this one, the first round playoff game. It's a one-and-done single elimination format. Nashua North, the 2nd seed in this tournament, against the visiting Dover Green Wave as the young pitcher Loopy throws a high curve, 2 balls and 1 strike. Right fielder shielding his eyes against the harsh sun out there. That's Aaron Dennis. So it's gone to 3-1. My theory is that they're not trying to walk Fortin with the excellent hitter on deck.
Well, I don't know. You know, I think with this, you may not.
And he gets a pitch to hit, but not a good one.
Off stride on it, yeah.
And it falls. So
a break.
Yeah. It looked like Tarantino was not going to try to tag and go to third.
Let's see.
On that.
Would you rule an error on that play? Should have caught it. See why he didn't.
He was nowhere near it, but.
Well, he was. He was ready to backhand it.
Yeah, by my standards,
I'd say that's an error.
Yeah. Oh. You could call it one.
You could call one. I don't think they have, but you could call one.
New life for Fortin. Another 3-2 pitch. Actually, that one was 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Yep. So Fortin is aboard on a walk.
So here comes Mellon up to try to help himself.
Tarantino, the bunt single. Kelvin Rodriguez, the sacrifice to move Tarantino to second. A walk to Fortin, the cleanup hitter. Jake Mellon, first and second, and 1 out. Carves it off to the right, and it's going to find the out-of-play area. Good pursuit by Adam Arkell, but he ran out of the ample territory in foul territory here at Holman Stadium. 315 down the right field line. Juts out to 354, 364 in the corner out there. 401 straight away, and 307 to the famous low red brick wall in left. Change up in the dirt, delayed steal a third, and excellent speed. The secondary burst by Tarantino gets him there. At first, it looked like he might have hesitated a moment too long in the middle of the baseline, but he makes it to third, and 2 runners in scoring position now, as Mellon has a chance to take a big bite in this scoreless game, and he fouls it off to the right. It looked like a strike that he spoiled. 1-2 is the count.
Well, Loopy ahead in the count, so he's not that rattled. So we'll see. Second and third, 1 out. No score, bottom first. Keep it on the outer part of the plate, John Collins. No.
Hard hit ground ball to shortstop. It comes up. A bad hop hits the shortstop in the shoulder. He does keep it in the infield. And I would rule that a base hit. That was a vicious hop that came up on Kyle Seawards, but he managed to keep it in the infield. It is an RBI for Jake Mellon. 1-0. The Titans on the board first as Tarantino comes across home plate.
Good. Tough hits. They're not easy.
Yeah.
Bunt single. Hard ground ball, bounce it, bad hop single off the shortstop.
At third base now with less than 2 out, Matt Fortin.
Mellon gets a break.
Yeah, he did.
Wouldn't have been a double play. Run would have scored regardless, I think.
Loopy fires the ball in the outside corner. So they've already done damage against the sophomore pitcher that they were not able to do back in April.
This is the thing. In these single elimination tournaments, when you're a high seed playing a low seed, you got to get up early and keep that low seed at bay so they don't gain more confidence as the game goes on.
And you don't try to do too much. And conference, everybody seems to be headed toward Loopy on the mound. Just watched a game last night where the pitcher's name was Smiley. So I think Loopy and Smiley, they're part of my all-time happy pitching staff. You're not driving an Avenger, are you?
No, I've driven the same car for 12 years.
Right. And I'm such
it's going to avenge me at some point.
I saw the Avengers, by the way. It was with my son. It was very entertaining. The new movie that came out. Thor would be a good, I think, 4-hitter. You can say anything to somebody that's texting. Throw to first base.
That's right. Or tweeting, as I am right now.
Right.
With a 1-0 North lead.
Part of your job. 2-0 count now.
And I can't do it now without my reading glasses, which is really tough because then I can't see when I look out on the field.
Dylan Cost waiting for a pitch he can do some damage with.
Loopy's not going to give you too many of those pitches that you can do damage with.
Yeah,
what North has done in this game is been aggressive with the bunting and the running. And Henderson knew it. That's what they have to do.
We're in the first inning, and North has a run on 2 hits and still threatening with 1 out, first and third. Fastball misses up and away.
Now Loopy's getting a little rattled.
Yeah, this was not part of the game plan for Dover to have their young pitcher throw so many pitches in the first inning. And this definitely is the North game plan as they're getting quality at-bats from the opening pitch here in the bottom of the first. There's a squeeze on. Might have been a safety squeeze, but it gets down and effective 2-0 North. We're going to call that a sacrifice by Cost. And he plates Fortin from third, who I don't know if he was going kamikaze, but he certainly was far down the line. And as soon as he saw the ball hit the ground, took off and was able to get home without even a thought of a play at the plate. So they do get the second out of the inning. Spencer Madden is up, and he has a chance with 2 outs to plate a runner from second. In scoring position is Jake Mellon. Loopy throws. Something's off speed that Madden swung over the top of. Spencer, right-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher. The 0-1 offering on the way.
So he's got stuff, boy.
And command as he hits
Sophomore,
the outside
you wonder
corner.
what this kid's going to be like as a senior.
Yeah. 0-2 is the count on Madden. We're in the first inning. North has scored 2 runs, threatening to get a third. High pop-up, infield.
It's an automatic.
Second baseman calls off the first baseman just barely and makes the catch that ends the inning. But Jake Mellon has spotted 2 runs as the Nashua ace has his glove handed to him. He was on the bases when the inning ended.
2 runs and not a base hit at all out of the infield.
That's right.
How about that, huh?
Yep.
2 runs, 2 hits,
and
no
you
errors,
pointed out,
and 1 left.
you're going to call that still no error on the pop-up? Because
I'm going to go with Mr. Bates, who's not only our national anthem singer, public address announcer, but also I would say our official scorer.
Yeah, I think he.
But also, actually, no. You know who's scoring this game is the Nashua Athletic Director. Yeah.
No error on that. That was a long way to run for the first.
Generous man. Can I borrow some? No.
Yeah. Tom did not assume the out on a play. It was roughly about 25 yards, 20 yards.
He ran for it, but he was kind of like.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. It may not be an error, but it's a play that really needs to be made. And Nashua North took advantage of it.
You playing a lot of video baseball at the King compound?
No, I don't do
Would
video.
your guy have had that with the
my guy?
controller?
Oh, my guy would always have it. Although it might be tough because he'd have to get up off the lounge chair to do it.
So we get our first look at the 5-hitter. Jake Layton, the DH for Dover, is a big dude. They don't have the heights and weights here, but looks like he's a good 6 feet, 200 pounds plus, as he faces Jake Mellon. Swings and misses at that pitch. Might have been a changeup away, and Mellon quickly on top, 0-2 to the Dover DH, Jake Layton. He is a senior.
Boy,
he looks at a fastball outside.
But look at the difference from year to year, though. With Nashua North baseball, they won a championship last year, but look at the difference, because what they do last year in this game, they pulverized the opposition.
Yeah.
It was what was it, 19 something? I forget. It was really, they were just killing them. And
Layton strikes out. Breaking ball from Mellon.
And this team this year, they got to scratch them out,
Yeah.
So they scratch out 2 runs and does the trick.
So here's the pitcher, Loopy, and wouldn't you know it, another lefty that bats righty. I called it a rarity last game, but we saw it last game. We see it again this game, and my son's Little League team has a player that does that. Throws lefty, bats righty. Strike called right down the middle. Jake Mellon has walked a batter, but otherwise he has not gone to 3 balls on anybody. Fisted toward the second baseman. Martin, good form, throws him out. That's the second out of the inning. Mellon getting inside on the batter and not allowing him to extend the hands. Casey Conroy wears number 44, third baseman for Dover, a junior. Actually, it's, yeah. We had that. We had that Connor Rittenhouse was going to bat in this spot, but it's 4.
Oh, so Loopy is hitting for himself.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is, when you look at this is what you assume. So with the lineup that we got from Dover. So who do we have up now? We have Conroy.
Well, that was Loopy, wasn't
so Loopy
it?
hit, yeah, but see, look at the way it's worked. Look, you think that
ball to the
you think that Loopy is not going to hit, that he's being DH'd for.
Oh, so
safe error on
off
the
the bag.
Yep. So Layton let off. What did Loopy do?
He
did he hit?
Well, ground ball to second. He ground out Shan Martin. Yeah. So
all right. So that's Loopy's bat. So Loopy is after.
So Rittenhouse, the catcher's being DH'd for by Layton.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see.
I think that's what's going on. Strike called. 0-1. Rittenhouse wears number 34, and I did not see him come to bat.
No, so Rittenhouse is being DH'd for the catcher. You're right.
Fouled over the screen. Look out. Wow, that's the second one right in the same spot. Oh, and 2 is the count.
So we're going to have
blocked at the plate.
Error on the Titans on that throw. So Conroy reached on the error, correct?
Right.
Okay. We're all set.
High fastball taken for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Casey Bloise, B-L-O-I-S-E, wears number 8, second baseman for Dover. 2 outs, 2-2 pitch. And it's going to rest in the glove of Martin for the final out of the inning. So not much of a threat there, and quickly extinguished as, again, Mellon gets inside with the fastball, and it's too hot to handle for the Dover hitter. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0. Titans have a chance to add to their lead. As Coach Will Henderson down there, you can see him using it as a teaching moment for Jake Mellon. talking about some refinements of that fine delivery that he has.
Just fundamental baseball is what North relies on. And I talked to a bunch of coaches before the tournament. I think every coach said, the one thing they have to do is they've got to make the routine play. So a play like Rodriguez makes when he throws the runner off the first baseman off the bag with an errant throw, he's got to, North, just needs to make the routine plays because their pitching is good enough to put the ball in play.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of pressure, not pressure, but there's a lot of responsibility for the Titan defense. And that's something that Will Henderson always, takes pride in, is the fact that his defense needs to work and work and work and work.
So Loopy, who gave up 2 runs in that first inning, will try for better luck for Dover here in the second. First round playoff game at Holman Stadium. Single elimination. Dover, of course, made the long trip from the seacoast, and by virtue of their excellent record this season, Nashua North hosting here at historic Holman Stadium, a game we're glad to bring you on Nashua's ETV. It'll be Martin, Andrew Jackson, and Parker Jamerson due to hit here in the second inning. 7, 8, 9 hitters.
We did lacrosse earlier in the year, and the National South Lacrosse team season has ended. They lost to Londonderry in the tournament game. Tom Maria told us, 9-3.
First pitch swinging, Martin fouls it off to the right.
And John Roper's season is over as Nashua South falls to Concord 7-3 in the first round.
7-3. Up at Concord's Memorial Field.
Up at Concord's Memorial Field, 4 o'clock game. Yep.
Loopy from the windup, the 1-1. Topped. Gets toward the shortstop. It's going to be a tough play with Martin running, and he's safe. He beat it out.
Yeah, exactly. You know what happened was on that play, running, trying to get the throw, Seawards couldn't get the ball out of his glove. He bobbled the ball in his glove.
And he needed to make a perfect play.
He needed to make a bang-bang play. He couldn't do it. Had to take 3 steps with the ball still in his glove before he was able to unload it.
That's where knowing the runner works against you, because you're thinking, I got to be perfect, got to be fast, and that little bobble.
So here are the survivors so far, and basically that's it. When you're playing double elimination baseball, that's the whole story, is surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Survivors in this tournament so far: Concord, Trinity, Timberlane, Bishop Girton, Merrimack, and Exeter. So the
bunt.
Oh,
Caught in
nice
the air.
play.
Checking on the runner and alertly back to the bag is Martin, as Jackson tried to bunt, make something happen. Diving to get it was Loopy.
North still does not have a hit out of the infield.
You're right. Maybe the 9-hitter, Parker Jamerson, can do it. Batting left-handed against the lefty Loopy. 1 out, still a man on first base. Shannon Martin has a pretty healthy lead on the left-hander. And he's not going to throw it over there. It looked like effectively a pitch out. Shannon was not going first move or otherwise. Very harsh sun for Aaron Dennis in right field right now. He's shielding his eyes heavily with that glove. To the plate comes Loopy, and he paints. And it is 1-1. Might be looking for a 1-0 fastball that you can drive, but that's not it. Good command by Loopy, as he does not leave it out in the middle of the plate. For Jamerson, back to the top of the order on deck, Louis Tarantino awaits. There goes the runner. It's a high throw to second. It ends up in center field, but a very tight backup out there by Adam Schoenbucker.
And that was definitely a defensive save my runner swing by Jamerson.
Yeah.
You know, because that's not, I mean, he hits that ball, he chops it right into the ground.
Yeah, that may have been a hit and run. 1-2 is the count. curveball right over, and no argument from Parker as he got frozen. So dipping into that repertoire again, Loopy puts away Jamerson with the strikeout. That is the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order. Louis Tarantino started things off just the way you wanted your leadoff batter to start it off, with a bunt hit and scored. Tops one up the middle. It's going to have to hustle, and he does make the play. The second baseman, Casey Bloys, just got rid of it in time to get the speedy Tarantino, and that is the third out of the inning. So we'll go. We've played 2 full. It's 2-0. As you see, the Nashua North Titans on top here at Holman Stadium. Jake Mellon will go back out to the mound. And it will be the 9-1-2 hitters for Dover, Dennis, Seawards, and Schoenbucker, who will come to the plate against Mellon here in the third inning. Bob Bates announcing that Nashua South is out of the tournament. Brings no joy, it seems, to anybody here for Nashua North, to hear their crosstown rivals have been eliminated.
That's too bad. John
had
a tough year, a tough first year. They only won 6 games, and sure he expected more. I talked to him after that North game. He said, I just can't. He said, I hate losing. I hate losing at pool. I hate losing at darts. I hate losing at anything.
Yeah.
You know?
But John has a short memory when it comes to bad baseball experiences. He's always got his focus on the next positive development.
Right, exactly.
And you know how I know that is because I once wrote a little article about Barry Bonds when he was racking up his historic 73.
Roper pitched against him.
And he gave up a home run and he had no recollection of it.
Right.
One of the 700 whatever home runs that Bonds hit. Look out up in the stands. Clips the pole and ends up in the parking lot. 1 strike to Aaron Dennis, the right fielder, getting his first look at Jake Mellon. The right-hander throws, and it's fouled straight back to the screen. Mellon going right after Dennis. Has the count at 0-2. It was a game where Bonds was playing for Pittsburgh and hit a home run, and the Reds won the game something like 12-3, and Roper got the win. So of course he didn't remember that. Hammered to center.
And Mellon the first hit for Dover.
Yeah, definitely was in swing mode was Aaron Dennis, and he got an 0-2 pitch he could do something with.
Number 9 hitter, an 0-2 mistake by Mellon, and Dover's got the leadoff man on, down 2-0 here in the top of the third.
Their first hit of the game. Promising start for the Green Wave here in the third inning as they get the leadoff man aboard. Kyle Seawards, leadoff hitter, popped up to the second baseman Martin back when it was a sunnier field here at Holman Stadium. First pitch running, and you know what? He got a huge jump, and too bad for Dover that Seawards was swinging at that pitch because Dennis seemed to have the base stolen. The element of surprise working for him there. Instead, he'll go back to the bag, and it's 0-1 on Seawards. Checking carefully for the sign with his coach. John Carver, the head coach in his 15th year doing the third base coaching duties. Breaking ball finds the outside corner. Mellon 0-2, ahead on the batter. We have said that, and we'll probably say that a lot tonight. That's how he operates. Throw to first to keep Dennis honest. Was back in plenty of time. Titans defense is straight up and moderate depth. Just misses that outside corner. That's a strike in Tom King's book, and it draws a quick look back from the catcher. Question the ump's call, I think. 1-2. There goes the runner. Strike 3, and there was no reason to throw to first base because it was occupied with less than 2 out.
So stolen base now for Dennis. And Schoenbacher, Ty Cash due up with 1 out.
Schoenbacher grounded back to the pitcher his first time. A squibber off the end of the bat. Looks at a ball low. Mellon working quickly. Misses up. 2-0. 2-0. The Titans lead. Dover threatening to get their first run here in the 3rd inning, 3rd of 7. That's a strike. Pops the mid on the outside corner. Mellon, almost like a record fast pace here. Pop up out of play to the right. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He'll throw it as fast as you give it to him.
Now he's taking his time.
As he gets a new baseball.
2-2, 1 out, 1 on. Runner in scoring position for the Green Wave, who haven't scored on Jake Mellon yet.
High pop.
Let's see if this is going to stay foul territory, but an easier play than what we saw earlier from the Dover first baseman.
So that is the 2nd out of the inning. Again, Mellon tying up the batter. Not letting them extend their arms or really square it up and drive the ball. And it's 2 outs, man on second still. Ty Cash. Left fielder for Dover. Walked. Became the first base runner back in the 1st inning. He is the 3-hitter in the lineup for Dover. Thinks about it, but he takes a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Modest lead at second despite nobody really holding him out there for Dennis. Waste pitch by Mellon.
Sure was. Well, I don't know why you wasted it.
Just missed, I think. Yeah. I should say wasted pitch. Waste pitch implies he meant it. 1-1 now from Mellon. And late on the fastball. Again, Mellon ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's operated ahead in the count for most of the first 3 innings here as he works in the 3rd with a 2-0 lead in this first-round playoff game. It's the Dover Green Wave, the visiting team here, batting in the top of the 3rd. The 1-2 pitch from Mellon is lined foul down the right field line.
Lined foul, but boy, right idea by Mr. Cash.
Yep.
If you got a pitcher like Mellon who likes to baffle you a little bit, but his best pitch is still his fastball. Mellon's kind of relied a little on the off speed tonight. I think you'd like to see him. I'm Will Henderson. I'd like to see him throw more fastballs. Because Cash was able to take that pitch, soft pitch on the outer part of the plate, and had the right idea, trying to drive it to right field, get his runner home from second.
The 1-2. Waves at it. It's strike 3, and having to complete the strikeout by
another off-speed pitch, surprising me.
Yeah.
Mellon right now with 3 strikeouts. The Titans get out of it.
2 in that inning.
Yep. No runs. 1 hit. Runner left at second. We have played 2.5 here at Holman Stadium. Game 2 of our doubleheader, at least here in person. Maybe for you at home as well. It is 2-0 in favor of Nashua North.
We're watching the Nashua North. There's one of the soon-to-be movies of the summer. Right there. Peter Parker hanging out at.
Oh, we got Spider-Man in the house. Yeah.
Yep. That's a Spider-Man move.
I don't know. I never saw Spider-Man sit on his rear end in the concourse.
That's a Spider-Man move.
Yeah. All right. There we go. No, I think the Spider-Man move. Yeah, Spider-Girl probably. The Spider-Girl move would have been to kind of crawl along these railings all the way down. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Slide down.
That's encouraging dangerous behavior right there.
Right, it is. Sorry, you're right. It is.
I'm the dad of this pair. You can't tell.
Since this is a channel geared towards education, we cannot do that. So
Spider-Man just grabbed our camera. There we go. Kelvin Rodriguez will start things for the Titans here in the bottom of the third inning. The Nashua shortstop sacrificed Louis Tarantino to second base his first time up, and that helped Tarantino come around to score the first run. So officially 0 for 0. First pitch swinging, he's going to find the hole.
And there's a base hit to the outfield.
Kelvin Rodriguez. First pitch swinging is aboard at first base with a leadoff hit. Matt Fortin walked and scored the second run. The Titans catcher batting in the 3 spot in the order. Second time up against Lupi, the sophomore for Dover, who went the distance, or 6 innings in the team's one and only meeting earlier this season on April 26. Gave up only 2 hits, both to Jake Mellon, walked 2 and struck out 6. The only run unearned on that April 26 game on a double steal. Misses with the fastball away. 1 ball and no strikes. So between last game and this game, Matt Fortin has seen Lupi probably 4 times at bat. Let's see if he's able to do something with that knowledge. Tad late on the fastball inner half, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. If you're guessing along with the hitter here, you're probably thinking that Lupi will reach into his bag of tricks and throw something off speed.
Oh, sure. And there it is.
No, fastball.
No, that was, he took a little off that.
Oh, it's the changeup?
He took a little off that, yeah.
And Dover's not able to complete the double
play.
Fortin runs pretty well. For a catcher there, I said it. And he's on at first.
There you go. He's a good catcher. He was an All-Stater, as a second-team All-Stater last year.
Yeah.
Probably one of the better catchers around right now. If you've got a pitching staff like North, you need a good catcher because that'll just make things even better.
1 out. Fortin's at first, and his pitcher's up. Jake Mellon takes a fastball away for ball 1. Only player in the sun right now is the right fielder, Aaron Dennis. He's holding his right hand up above his bill of his cap to add to the shade over his eyes, and that one misses away. So 2 balls and no strikes. Mellon may have been here when Joe McCarthy for Bishop Girton, his starting pitcher counterpart here, drove a 2-0 pitch out of here. The 2-0 from Lupi to Jake Mellon. Checked his swing.
No, didn't hit anything except the catcher's glove and off it.
Yeah.
And down to second base with an important, I'd say, pass ball.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you'd have to say a pass ball. Down to second base is Fortin.
Connor Rittenhouse might have been screened by that pitch. And
well, that's what the argument's going to be. The argument's going to be a little interference by the hitter, I think. From the Dover coach. Doesn't get the call.
That'd be a first if he got that call.
Oh,
I think he was talking about a check swing screening the eyes, maybe?
Yep.
3 balls and no strikes. 2 and, yeah, grounded foul down the third baseline. They changed the count on me. I thought it was 2-0 and 3-0. Now it's 2-2. Was that a strike? That was the fastball?
No, that wasn't a strike. That was inside.
What was that? Okay. Check swing off to the right.
Protection from Mellon.
Yeah, spoils one. Still 2-2. Anthony Lupi comes to the belt. The runner goes, grounded to the pitcher. He snags it, throws the first for the second out.
Possibly saves a run. I don't know if that maybe not wouldn't have gone through. Might have been an infield hit, though, if it got over the mound.
Yeah.
Nice athletic play by Loopy.
Well, Fortin, who advanced to second on the pass ball, stole third on that pitch. He won't get credit for a stolen base. He was stealing third, I should say. So, as Tom alluded to, there was a chance that Fortin might have kept going if that ball had gotten over the head of the pitcher on the bounce, but it did not, as Loopy left his feet to snag it.
Now, we saw Henderson squeeze with 2 strikes on a hitter. Do you think we see him try to squeeze with 2 outs in an inning and try to see if the batter could bunt, Koss could bunt for a base hit?
Well, Koss sacrificed his first time up.
Well, he squeezed in a run.
Oh, squeezed, yeah. Right. Plated Fortin for the second run of the game. That is the score, 2-0 with 2 outs. Grounded, slowly foul. Third base way. That is the second strike of the at-bat for Dylan Koss. Third baseman Will Henderson's voice could be clearly heard here. You take control. Don't leave it to the umpire. On 1-2, it misses up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dylan Koss. Spencer Madden is on deck. Anthony Loopy throws. Just misses with ball 3. It's gone full.
Just a cat and mouse game here, you know?
Yeah.
Loopy trying to outthink the batter and right the other way around.
Foul back to the screen. Koss had an awful good swing at that pitch.
Sure did. You know, the problem was I think he tried to pull it and he ended up fouling it off. If he had tried to lace it to right, he might have had something. He's got a nice gap there in right center field.
Yeah, because the outfielders are not deep. The ball would get by him pretty quickly.
And look at the right fielder. He's got a sun problem.
Yeah.
And he hits it out that way.
And it's a long run for both the first baseman and the right fielder, and he makes the play.
Whoa.
Aaron Dennis gets there for Dover, and he made it look rather easy for as far away as it was from him. I'm thinking he's fortunate, or he's feeling fortunate that it was not directly in the sun that he was looking into, as by the time he got over into the right field line area, the sun was a memory and made the play. So North leaves a runner at third, and we've played 3 full, 2-0. The Titans lead it. They got both of their runs back in the first inning. A picturesque setting here on a May 31 at Holman Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. You can see the wide shot there. Home for this summer again of the Nashua Silver Knights, collegiate baseball team whose schedule starts 8 days from now as we tape this. It'll be a Friday night.
Already.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Tom King writes about their exploits. And they are associated there with the Lowell Spinners.
The Lowell Spinners, owned by the Lowell Spinners, as a matter
owned by
of fact.
yep.
A 9-team league that we had 4 last year. It's killing my August because that lengthens the season. It goes into the second week in August this year.
That's a big bite out of your August.
Can I get a summer off at the Compound sometime?
Do you want an answer to that?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Know, right. No kidding. Man. Even Jim McClain is laughing at me.
You get your days. You get your days here and there. Adam Arkell plays first base for Dover, and he'll lead it off here in the top of the 4th inning. Ground ball, slowly hit right side. Martin squares it up and throws him out.
Boy, just methodical, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, it is. That's a good word.
Just methodical. And it would, you know, North win here would set up a real interesting game with Girton, because it would be, don't know who Girton would send them out, whether they'd go with Lund or not.
Line drive.
We'd
deep
likely
down the
see
line,
Kyle
foul.
McCarthy.
Okay.
We saw get pitch against Curtin in the game we did earlier in the year.
Jake Layton, the designated hitter, struck out his first time up. First pitch swinging, gave it a long ride, but about 30 feet foul. Pitch. Checks his swing. It's a ball up and away. Jake Layton, slightly closed stance, looking for the 1-1, and it paints the outside corner, 1-2. 2 runs on 4 hits for the Titans. No runs, 1 hit for Dover. Breaking ball fouled into the dirt at the plate. Layton stays alive. These two teams played once this season on April 26. North edged Dover 1-0. It's a rematch. Jake Mellon versus Anthony Lupi, and the overmatch there again for Layton as he's struck out by Mellon for the second time. Well, here's Connor Rittenhouse, who is batting. You know, maybe it was my mistake last time. It could have been Rittenhouse batting, and
don't tell me that. I've got to.
Oh.
I got to fix my lineup now.
You know what it is? The 4 fooled me. The 4 fooled me. You know, I saw him in this pose. I looked down and I saw.
So is this Rittenhouse up
It
now?
is Rittenhouse. 3-4.
So Lupi didn't hit.
Angle of the shirt.
So Lupi did not hit.
No,
okay.
I was talking about
all
lefty, righty, and all that thing, and just turned out to be the catcher.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
Didn't look at the number when because from the back, he looks Lupi size.
Yeah, and right there looks like a 14 to me.
Right.
Before he turns. The 2-1. Grounded back to the pitcher. Again, suffocating these hitters with tight fastballs. Jake Mellon. Third out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning. Couple of ground outs sandwiched around a K. And we move to the bottom of the 4th. Nashua North with a commanding 2-0 lead.
That's exactly what it is. Because Mellon is so good.
Yeah.
But North no win is going to be easy for North. What we saw in the South game was really an aberration. They don't win games.
Blowout?
7-1. Yeah, they don't win games easily like that. So if they can do it now, that's more power to them.
It'll be Spencer Madden, Shannon Martin, and Andrew Jackson due up, the 6, 7, 8 hitters for Nashua North in the bottom of the 4th against Anthony Lupi, taking his warm-up tosses. As Jim McLean plays with the angles here on the is that our monitor or is that really I guess it's our monitor.
Oh sure.
Yeah. See, I thought it was like Batman's villain lair right there, but it's our monitor that's tilted, not Jim's camera.
I don't know. I've seen Jim lean back and forth a little bit.
That's why McLean, right?
McLean, that's right. There you go. Oh. Too much.
Yeah, I like your burgers though.
Bad.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, I bet you are. It's been a long day already.
Yeah.
Although Jake Mellon's doing a lot to help us in that regard. Speeding the game along with his quality pitching and great strike balls to strikes ratio. Anthony Lupi's balls to strikes ratio isn't bad either. The sophomore for Dover. It's proven difficult to hit for the most part. Although Nashua does have 4 hits off of him. And misses with that first pitch fastball to Spencer Madden. The Dover Green Wave. And showing off those green socks is Lupi.
I like those socks, don't you?
Yeah.
That's good, yeah.
He's the only player that chooses to wear
the
uniform that way.
Sophomore,
He's got style.
Sophomore. Styling as a sophomore.
Probably this time 2 years from now, you'll see the whole team wearing them like that.
Yep, you will. And you'll see Lupi win some games.
Right.
He's got some talent.
Spencer Madden. Center field. It's going to be a long run. And it's dropped off the glove. And that was a tremendously long run that Adam Schoenbucker just he flubbed the easy part, Tom, for him. I mean, he had to run about good 40 yards for that.
But you know what? He was there. The ball was in his glove. I got to give him an E.
You got to.
Yeah, it's E8.
Yeah, unfortunately. And I'd probably tell you that's a play I should have made. An E8, and it allows North to put the first batter aboard here in the 4th inning. Trying to add to their 2-0 lead. Shannon Martin, the Titans' second baseman, throw over, and Madden was practically standing on the base already. I know. It was a long
but
run.
You know what? Ball's in his glove. Ball's right in his glove.
Scorer's ruling.
So that's what I think. Ball's right there.
Bob Bates pointing out that all of us would have picked it up on the 3rd hop.
No, I would have.
And yet we give an error to the young center
heart
fielder.
Attack running it down.
Maybe when it stopped rolling, we would have picked it up, but we give an error to the center fielder.
Yeah, Spencer Madden may not be
Adam
happy
Schoenbucker.
either.
Yeah, Spencer Madden leading off first base, cautiously facing up with the left-handed pitcher.
But he did have
the throw over.
It wasn't. I mean, he was running in stride to catch the ball. It wasn't like he was running backwards.
He was breaking down and to try to slow himself because he was in danger of overrunning.
Certainly looked like he should have had the ball.
No, you're right. You know, it's that's the thing where
it's a tough error to give, but still, it's an error.
The defensive coach would tell you that the mistake made was that he was running heel to toe. You got to go into tiptoe mode at the end there because then it's like having a steady cam.
Because then you don't overrun the
ball,
right?
Yeah, because your eyes get joggled when you're running flat out. You have to kind of tiptoe at the end, turn it into a steady cam. Right, Jim? Tiptoe. You actually do. It's dainty. You have to go dainty at the end to make the play. Watch Jacoby do it sometime. He'll tiptoe up to the shallow ones at the end. You won't see Jacoby do much this year. Good one, Bill. You can't touch him. He is a fragile player. He's a great player, but not a New England Patriot candidate. Swing and a miss over the top of that one. Shannon Martin off balance on the breaking ball. I think it was Zobrist of the Rays that fell on top of him, and Zobrist weighs about 200 pounds, but that was Wes Welker. He would have bounced up. Ground ball right side and through.
Oh, that's a hit. There's no doubt about that. So
going first to third, and there's going to be a throw.
He's in.
Safe at third. That allows
Martin to take second base on the throw, but that's the aggressiveness by Will Henderson, having his runner turn the corner at second and keep on running straight as the ball trickled through the infield. And head first slide, runners at second and third, and the Titans, with my favorite president coming up, Andrew Jackson. And a chance to
what was it? Old Flintlock? What was his name? Old Skinflint? What was the name of that guy?
Stonewall Jackson. That's right. Yep.
Okay.
Stonewall.
Old Hickory. Wasn't it Old Hickory?
Now here's something we haven't seen in a while. We've got a lot of games.
You know what? His middle name was Stonewall, I think, but his nickname was Old Hickory, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I learned that from the Jefferson Key. It's a novel that came out. And was it Andrew Jackson? Yeah, that's what
we're talking about.
Yeah. Stonewall Jackson was a general. Jim McLean mixing up his Jacksons.
Forget it. We're digging ourselves a deeper hole.
Yes.
But of course, I know it. And we're only working for the education channel.
Yes.
So we're getting an education in ourselves.
Stonewall Jackson was a member of the Jackson 5, was he not?
Oh, please. Oh, this is killing me.
This is the education channel.
This is killing me.
Stop it. Let's get back to baseball.
This is killing me. Well, let's see what Andrew Jackson can do if he can. if Dover can't stonewall his efforts to try to get 2 runs in with a base hit. Infield is in.
Oh.
As I said, we're going to see something we hadn't seen all year in a lot of games we covered, a meeting on the mound of everybody.
Yes.
Haven't seen too much of that.
Well, Andrew Jackson has stepped into his rectangular office to do some work here. 1 ball and no strikes. The infield is in for Dover, trying to prevent Titans from adding to their 2-0 lead. That ball must have been high. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to Andrew Jackson. Lefty on lefty. Parker Jamerson, also a left-handed batter, awaits on deck. No outs in the inning. Loopy's pitch. Paints. 1 strike. Jackson not offering at that pitcher's pitch on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Speed on the bases for Nashua North. Spencer Madden leads off at third. That's high, 3-1. And Shannon Martin leads off a second. And permission to swing.
Boy, Henderson very vocal.
3-1. He's permission.
Drive the ball.
No question, he's got the green light.
Well, 3-1.
Grounded to the shortstop. He looks the runner back and throws the first in time. Nicely done by Seawards.
Plays right into their hands.
Kyle Seawards, a little emphasis on that throw to first base, so there was no chance of trickery. Knowing that Will Henderson's team's very aggressive on the bases. Gave a decided look back and throw over, and it is still the same situation, but now 1 out for Jamerson. Not able to get the extension on that swing, Andrew Jackson. Jamerson takes a breaking ball in the outside corner. So, again, exhibiting command under pressure. Anthony Loopy. Infield is in all around.
Even though John's voice isn't.
Loopy's to the belt. Line drive, base hit.
Just past the glove. Will it score 2? No. Henderson will hold the runner.
And that ball's loose in the infield.
Here we go.
The runner's in no man's land. Throw to the plate and out at home.
I thought he was in. You know that?
Oh, Martin made a creative slide.
I thought Martin's head first slide got him in ahead of the tag.
He tried his best to avoid the tag. He might have done so. The ball beat him by so much, though, that Dover got the call at home. A run scores on the base hit, solidly struck by Parker Jamerson.
And Jamerson alertly down to second on the throw.
And it was almost as if Martin got baited in by that ball loose in the infield, Tom. He hesitated just for a moment. Then he went, and he had a sprint from about 40, 45 feet away from the plate. And it was a situation where the catcher nearly didn't realize that he had a play at the plate, but then he recognized it, threw it to his pitcher, Loopy, covering, and he applied the tag for the second out. Ryan Mateo will come into pinch run for Jamerson at second, who took second on the play at the plate. And back to the top of the order, Louis Tarantino's walked and scored and grounded out to the second baseman. Chance for a 2-out RBI. It showed bunt, took a breaking ball away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Twilight setting in here at historic Holman Stadium in Nashua. 3-0. The Titans lead this first-round playoff game in the bottom of the 4th inning. There goes the runner, stealing third with 2 outs.
Got it.
Successfully. Nearly oversliding was the pinch runner.
Let's see who that is.
I just said the name and it escaped me. Not a roster.
Well, we had a roster. I have a roster somewhere. Hold on.
For North?
Yeah.
Breaking ball misses up and away. Tarantino with a chance to knock in another insurance run from third base with 2 outs. Loopy comes to the belt. The Dover sophomore pitches and misses low and away. He walks Tarantino. And that'll bring Kelvin Rodriguez, also a right-handed batter, to the plate. The Titans shortstop has sacrificed and singled. He is 1 for 1.
It's fooled me twice. I don't have a 10 on my roster. Oh, well, we'll have to check with Mr. Bates to see who that is. So do we have a walk on that?
A walk to Tarantino.
Loopy trying to hang in. He hasn't given up the big base hit.
Throw to first. He almost got Tarantino, and that created a collision there. Accidental contact between the first baseman, Adam Arkell, and Tarantino going back into the base, standing up. Ryan Mateo. Thank you, Tim. Pinch runner at third. Mateo has got a short lead over there. There goes the runner. Throw back to the pitcher. Throws to third, and Mateo is standing on the base. So 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position for Kelvin Rodriguez.
One of the things this time of year is a lot of JV players who aren't on the varsity roster will get called up.
Okay, yeah.
To play in these games, and that's the case, I believe, with Mateo.
They play Rodriguez straight up at all positions as he awaits the 1-0. And that's in the dirt.
That's a
Gets
run.
away, and it is going to be a run. Alertly played by Ryan Mateo. No hesitation. The ball ricocheted away from the catcher. And he really, Connor Rittenhouse didn't know where it was at first, and that was all that Mateo needed to come in for the 4th run of the game.
Looking more and more like it'll be a North Girton quarterfinal.
That'll go as a wild pitch. Tarantino's at third. Ground ball, 3 hops to the second baseman. Throws to first in plenty of time, does Casey Blois for the 3rd out of the inning, but damage done. The Titans played a pair, and they lead 4-0 after 4 full innings of play at Holman Stadium in Nashua. First round playoff game between the Dover Green Wave, the visiting team, and Nashua High North.
Well, Jake Mellon, where have we seen this before?
Yeah.
You know, gets that 4-run cushion now, and he can pitch even more comfortably on the mound.
Well, you can start counting the innings in which Dover has not scored against Mellon. He's up to 11.
Yeah.
And shooting for 12.
Yeah, they'll be glad.
Scoreless innings.
They'll definitely send him a graduation present. There's no doubt about it. How many innings is that now? It's 7 the first time, and now we're at 11 so far.
Yeah.
That patented Titan offense that doesn't hit the ball hard anywhere, or at least get the ball out of the infield that much, but they've got 6 hits.
Yeah.
And only 1, 2.
Dover's got to feel somewhat fortunate to be in the playoffs.
3 have been out of the infield.
They came into the game with a 6-12 season record. They won 2 of their last. They won their last 2 games of the season. Also, they were 4-12, and then beat Alvern and Central. Dover also beat Nashua South 7-2 back early in the season. Casey Conroy leads it off for Dover in the 5th. And the fastball misses from Mellon. 1 ball and no strikes to Conroy, the 3rd baseman for Dover. Mellon rocks and throws and bounces it. Gloved expertly by Fortin, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. 4 runs, 6 hits for the Titans, and only 1 hit for Dover. Conroy bidding for the 2nd. Fouls it at the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. So even when they know what's coming and they guess right, still not able to drive it off of Mellon. The 2-1.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Get the stuff to, even when they guess right, have the stuff to do the job. And, you know, we overlooked that in the Girton game. The one thing that McCarthy did was basically held Winner kind of to singles.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they guessed right a lot, but they were only able to hit
just poking
singles.
at it.
Yeah, just poking. Yeah. No, you know, gap doubles or any big hits.
No lock and loads.
Right.
And that is topped at the plate, staying alive, and that's about it. Casey Conroy at the plate. Casey at the bat. 2-2 count. They got Ty and Casey in the same lineup. Pitch. Line drive, single to center. That's the best hit ball of the game for Dover.
That was a great guess. Right fastball and clocked it.
Yeah. So the Dover third baseman gets aboard here to lead off in the 5th. That's a big hit for Dover, trailing 2-0 against Jake Mellon. You don't know how many times you'll get to rotate the order. Pinch runner. Nick Potter comes into the game. Conroy can be re-entered. Speed on the bases for Dover with nobody out here in the top of the 5th.
But a 4-run cushion for Mr. Mellon, which makes all the difference in the world.
Casey Bloys, the second baseman, the 8-hitter in the order. Looks at a strike. Bunt, third base side. It's a good one. Charging, throwing on the run, and making the play.
Nice play.
Dylan Cost charging. He had to make that hard charge and field it cleanly to get the out.
But
and
you know what? You know, you're down.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to give up the outs.
Yeah, you're down 4-0. Why bunt? He's bunting for a base hit.
There goes your chance for a real big rally. I think he was bunting for a base hit, actually.
Yeah, I think he was. But
I mean, he really pegged it toward the line. I mean, any closer would have been in the dirt and maybe kicked foul. And it was just a really good play by Cost, who looked like he was ready for it. Not looked like, he was ready for it, and he made the play. So every out's key, as Tom's talking about, with Jake Mellon on the mound in a 4-run lead. The 0-1. Blocked by Fortin. Aaron Dennis, who had the other hit. His first time up for Dover. Lined it to right for a single. The 1-1 pitch on the way. And it's right down the middle. It looked like Dennis guessed wrong there because he froze on a pitch down Broadway. 1-2. And throws it well outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nick Potter, the runner for Dover, mindful that his team's down 4, taking a modest lead off his second.
Oh.
First base empty. They got to complete the double.
No, they don't do it.
They
don't do it. Oh, man. See, that's the fundamental play that they got to make, and they don't do it. They were distracted, I think, by the runner trying to steal, go from second to third. I think there was a little bit of a distraction there.
Is that on the first baseman or on the catcher?
I'd have to see the replay, but it's certainly going to be another error.
Tell you what, I think
I'd say the first baseman.
I say too, because it was a tough catch to make, but I think part of the reason was he was late getting to the bag. And first base was empty, even though there was less than 2 outs. You have to make the play.
But even if he is late, that's true.
Yeah. And I think if he was camped there, that's a catch he'll make because he's a left-handed throwing first baseman with the right glove on the inside. Wasn't that bad of a throw from Fortin, I think. But he would tell you he should have made a better one right over the base.
Right, so you may still want to charge the error to Fortin.
This is another one of those things where it should be a team error. Just
in sport, in baseball, it's you can debate a lot of things in this game.
Yeah. One man on first and third and 1 out here in the 5th inning. A great chance for Dover to get their first run in 12 innings against Jake Mellon. There goes the runner. Check swing, ball outside, throw to second, and he is out at second.
And the runner stays at third and doesn't go.
There's another thing you don't want to do
that
for.
No, I know it.
Oh, rally killer there.
Yep. No
Great throw by Matt Fortin. I mean, you really don't expect a guy to get thrown out stealing when you got a slow breaking ball.
Yep.
First and third, but Fortin took a shot, and he made a nice throw, like basically without even getting off his knees, and gets the second out of the inning. Off the end of the bat, and it's going to be a rather easy play over there to end the inning.
And they get out of it.
So only a runner left at third for Dover after all of that.
Runs, a hit, an error, and a runner left at third. A chance for them to score some runs. They don't do it. My guess in the 6th and 7th, Mr. Mellon's going to be lights out because now, he smells it and it's down the home stretch. That's my guess. Well, Girton could be next. That will be next for whoever wins this game. But it'll be a interesting ball game if they do indeed tangle.
Yep.
Can't knock the work of the sophomore lefty from Dover. He's pitched a pretty good game. North has just been aggressive on the bases. A few bunts, a walk, some stolen bases. And there you go. Presto, 1 RBI single through the infield, and that does it. 4-0 lead.
Bottom of the 5th we go. It'll be the Titans coming to bat. Matt Fortin, Jake Mellon, and Dylan Cost, the 3-4-5 hitters. Against Anthony Lupi. It's time of night when the daylight and nighttime, neither one is firmly established yet. It's twilight here at Holman Stadium. Matt Fortin has reached on a fielder's choice and walked and scored in 2 trips.
For the Nashua North Titans in the home half of the 5th inning. Catcher number 27, Matt Fortin.
Lupi from the windup, the Dover sophomore. Misses high.
This is a guy who, in my mind, with his catching ability and his hitting ability, could do a lot of things. Fortin. He's in the 3rd hole. Got a good swing. Decent, good athleticism.
He play at another level, you mean?
No, I'm just talking about what he can do for this team. See, there's a hard hit ball.
Off of Lupi.
Yep.
Throw to first, and
Not
it
in
would have
time.
been an out, I think. Good bid by the third baseman. It's got to be a base hit.
It's got to be a base hit.
Casey Conroy trying to.
Yep. But another infield hit for North. Lupi with the kick save and a beauty, but it goes to the third baseman, and he makes a bouncing throw.
Actually, that's not Conroy. Who is that out down there at third? We get the number of that player. It's number 20. That's Nick Potter, who stays in the game. He came in a pinch run, he stayed in, and he had a chance. But first baseman Adam Arkell just couldn't scoop it. It actually got over there in time. It would have been a sparkling defensive play, a recovery.
Had it not bounced off the pitcher, it might have been ruled an error, but at the same point in time, Fortin got down there pretty good speed.
So 2 games, we've seen 2 left-handed pitchers get hit, one by a batted ball and the other one by a check swing throw by his catcher, who was trying to throw a runner out stealing and thought better of it halfway through the throw. Talking about the Winnicott catcher, Brandon McLeod, and he hit his pitcher
in the throat.
In the throat, bounced it. And we saw something again that we've never seen before in a baseball field in Game 1 here of a doubleheader at Holman Stadium. That we've seen a lot of. You hit a ball hard and it hits the pitcher, and Anthony Lupi, to his credit, took very little time for an injury timeout, and he's back flinging the ball as before. A long fly ball. It's in foul territory, but camped is Dennis, and he makes the catch.
Overran it, but
he did.
Recovers and comes back and makes a great running catch. Actually, wasn't running too much. He was already there, camped under it. He got over there pretty quickly.
Had the scouting report on Fortin, I think.
On Mellon.
On Mellon.
Yep.
And the
that'll bring up cost.
No second chances.
Yep. Liam Curran running at first base for North. Pinch running.
Cost has sacrificed and fly to right. There goes the runner. Swung on and missed. Throw to second is not in time. Sliding under.
Beat the throw. It was a good throw. He simply beat it.
Pinch runner.
Yep.
Will Henderson keeping the runners moving on the bases, coaching aggressively for Nashua North. Hard hit ball, snagged by the third baseman Potter. Good throw across the diamond, trying to get to third.
Oh!
Overthrown. And
Yep.
so much he falls, though.
Oh, he falls
and he has
and
to go back
get
to the bag.
Wow.
That happens. 2 outs and an opportunity here
For Spencer Madden.
Spencer Madden has a chance to knock a teammate in from third with 2 outs. Good play by Nick Potter, the third baseman there for Dover. And Adam Arkell nearly threw the ball back to Potter to get the runner overthrow, a stumble, and runner stays at third. Loopy continuing to work and misses outside with the curve. 1 ball and no strikes. Foul straight back. 1-2. Matt Fortin led off the inning with a single. Mellon fly to right. Cost grounded out to third. Spencer Madden with a 2-out RBI opportunity. Connor Rittenhouse does a good job of avoiding a wild pitch there. The ball was way outside to Madden. 2-2 with 2 outs. 4-0. The Titans trying to add to that lead. Fouled off to the right, just over the netting. Loopy working quickly, another 2-2 on the way, and again foul back. Spoiling it is Madden. Those are strikes. Shannon Martin is on deck. Lights on at Holman Stadium. It's gone full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, they're making Loopy work. You know, that's what North does. They make the pitcher work a lot.
Yep. He threw about 30 pitches in the first inning when he gave up 2 runs, and he's got to have a pitch count upwards of, well, closer to 100. Slow hit ground ball, third base side. Potter plays a good third base for Dover.
He does, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, makes 2 great plays in a row to basically keep North off the board. No runs for North. They had their chances, though.
Mm-hmm.
With an infield hit after all that. And no errors and a man left. Well, almost 1 error, but didn't no errors, but a man left on base.
And back to the mound goes Jake Mellon with renewed cheers from the Nashua North
Yeah, the
Titans
students have
home side.
showed up now, so
Yep.
this is it. This is, in the 6th inning, North looking to finish this one off.
With their ace on the mound, it would seem to be in very good position to win their opening round playoff game. Up 4-0, and Dover down to their last 6 outs. Jake Mellon working on a scoreless inning streak against the Green Wave that extends back to April 26 when he last faced them and threw 7 shutout innings. And he's thrown up 5 zeros tonight, so there you have 12 innings in a row of shutout baseball against Dover, in which he's only allowed 2 hits in this one. I don't know if we were listed how many hits were given up in
that first game.
He gave up 5 hits in the
first
game in the season, regular season.
So 2-hitter right now, 4
Yeah.
runs, 7 hits for the Titans, as John said. Dover kind of making some changes in their order, so we'll have to pay attention when the hitters come to the plate. 4-0, Nashua North leads it. We are in the top of the 6th inning. It's delaying a little bit with the start because of some lineup changes, but Adam Schoenbacher will step in as scheduled and will be the hitter. And on deck, doesn't look like there's any change there either. It's Ty Cash, so I don't know. I know what he's doing. He's doing re-entries, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So that could be possible. That could be the situation, too. So but we know Mellon's not leaving this game.
First pitch winning, Schoenbacher fouls it down the left
And see,
field
that's a
way.
key. You know, when you have no innings limit for the tournament, but for a period of a calendar week you do, but the calendar week won't really fall into play. When you have no innings limit for the tournament, you can keep your guy out there for as long as you need to.
So Mellon's out. And who's this pitcher now?
You know, but
did you already say?
Yeah, no, they haven't
24?
announced it yet, so it's 24.
Yeah.
It's Matt Lipkind, who is back from an injury.
Thank you, Matt Lipkind.
I'm surprised he didn't keep Mellon out there after 5 innings. With the no innings limit, he could have done that. But the fact that he didn't go into the 6th basically means that Mellon could come in relief in the quarterfinal. So that is that's a big deal.
Curveball over.
What a pitch.
Lipkind.
Lipkind had an injury, missed a lot of the year. Will Henderson said when he brought him back, he was going to bring him back as a reliever. And that's what he did, is he gets...
So Lipkind strikes out the first batter he faces. Jake Mellon had 4 strikeouts, so 5 in the game for Nashua pitching, North pitching. Line to left for a clean single. Ty Cash makes like Ty Cobb and singles to left. So Dover's got a base runner with 1 out here in the 6th, trailing 4-0. They bunted and ran themselves out of a rally last inning and would be surprised to see, well, it's a pinch runner, number 3. Number 7. David Anderson, the junior, coming in to run for Ty Cash, who can re-enter.
Hey, 4 runs down. You could make up 4 runs in 2 innings and easily in a high school baseball game with mistakes. And they're lucky that, North's lucky they didn't give up runs last inning with that not foolish, but I mean with that really, ill-timed mistake that you don't expect on a
strikeout.
Strikeout throw to first.
Lipkin's got that sharp curve that's making right-handed batters just stand up and take it, and he misses with it there, though, and it's 1 ball and no strikes.
To Adam Arkell.
First baseman for Dover, swinging at the 1-0 and over the top of the fastball, 1-1. John Collins with Tom King. We're on Nashua's ETV broadcast of a New Hampshire Division I boys baseball playoff first round game. North hosting against Dover. That is a foul ground ball.
What a great pitch by Lipkind, tying up the hitter on an off-speed pitch inside.
Arkell has grounded out twice to the third baseman and to the second baseman. The pitch. Blocked by Thornton. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Dover first baseman. Lipkind comes to the set. There goes the runner. Topped at the plate, foul.
Give the Dover coaching staff credit. They are running it. John Carver, the head coach. It's his 15th year on the job.
Doesn't want to stand pat. He's trying to generate some offense. So Mellon left the game after 12 scoreless innings pitched against Dover and hands it off to Matt Lipkind, and he is trying to keep that shutout going here. 2 ball and 2 strike pitch on the way to Aaron Arkell, and he misses outside to Adam. 3-2. The count has gone full. Well, we saw David Anderson stealing earlier in the count. You would imagine he's going to go on 3-2. The right-hander Lipkind steps off the rubber and trying to make life a little bit harder for Anderson, just to go at will.
Hey guys.
And the pitch on the way.
Watch what you're saying.
The 3-ball, 2-strike pitch. There goes the runner, and the ball looked like it clipped the batter, and it's a ball 4 anyway.
That time it clipped the runner, and North's lucky he didn't advance.
And Fortin wasn't taking any chances. He threw the ball down to second, even though I believe it was ball 4 called, which means even if the runner was tagged out at second, he would have been safe, of course.
But still could have advanced.
Yeah, on the ball thrown up into center field.
Right, exactly. So all of a sudden, Lipkin with the big strikeout now gives up the single and a walk. You know,
high school baseball,
that's
anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Jake Layton, left-handed batter, has got to be as glad as anybody in the Dover lineup that Jake Mellon is not in there anymore, Tom. 2 strikeouts.
I'm telling you, I'm surprised, but that's a strategy for round 2 and 3. That's what that's all about. Limiting his innings and having confidence in your reliever to get the job done.
Layton, a little late on the fastball, fouls it back to the screen. It was on the outer third from Lipkin. Dover has runners on first and second with 1 out. Swung on and missed. Little extra juice on the fastball. Lipkin throws it by Layton, and it's 1-2. Staying away from the Dover DH. Away in the strike zone, that is. Titans play Layton straight away at all positions. Very protective swing with 2 strikes. Spoils it. Rittenhouse, the catcher, is on deck.
You sure about that?
34. I got it. 34. Not 14.
I tell you, he still looks like him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
From a distance. Pitch. Oh, nice pitch by
Lipkin. He gets the call.
He loves that bender. He's got 2 strikeouts on it.
He's got a lot of bite on it, as you just saw.
Boy.
Strike 3 to Layton.
Good morning, good afternoon, and then good night.
And Rittenhouse offers at a breaking ball that was out of the strike zone. So it's 0-1 with 2 outs. Matt Lipkin is proving very tough when it counts here, with Dover threatening first and second with 1 out. Now first and second with 2 outs. Misses the inside corner at the knees with that fastball, and it's 1-1 to the Dover catcher, Connor Rittenhouse, who is only a sophomore. Throw to second. How about that? Pitcher and catcher are sophomores, Tom.
Very good future for Dover.
Yeah.
Told you they looked alike.
You're right. Strike.
Yep.
Matt Lipkin coming right over the top with some good heat, and it's 1-2.
He's like the equivalent of a trade deadline deal, you know. Lipkin coming right back. Perfect timing from his injury. I forget what that injury was, but he's back.
Strike
ready
3.
to go. And there's that curve, and there it is.
Wow. Well, now you know why Will Henderson didn't mind putting Matt Lipkin in the game. He's tough.
Well, I told you. That's why. I told you he had confidence in him. So
he does.
Told me he would use him as a reliever. So no runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 men left.
The Nashua coach talking to his young Chargers over there in front of the dugout. Teaching moment before the Titans get to bat here in the bottom of the 6th.
Mellon's still in the game. Mellon's playing the field. So
yeah. This will probably be the Titans' last chance to bat in this game. They do definitely expect that, leading by 4-0, and not having surrendered a run to Dover this season. But they do have a chance to add some more here, as Shannon Martin will be leading off, and then Andrew Jackson and Parker Jamerson due to hit in this round 1 playoff game at historic Holman Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. We saw Bishop Girton win their first New Hampshire Division I boys baseball playoff game in quite a while. Tom says 6 years.
I think it's 2006.
And they beat.
Every time I try to trace that stuff, I can never find it per se and get it wrong. So I don't want to be 100% sure. But my thinking is, the last time they won a tournament game was 06. It's definitely the first of Scott Painter's era, his second year. But for 3 years, 4 years before that, they did not win a tournament game. As far as I know, they made it once or twice and lost in the first round both times.
No, there's no stored data. There's no Tom King archive at the Tom King compound.
No,
King
there's
Sports Writer Library
big
to
pile,
dip into.
Yeah, there's a pile of old programs and
look
papers
up,
and everything else. You
Bishop
wanna-
Girton's baseball.
You want to go back there and delve
8, 9,
into it? Be my guest.
I will delve when the next bonfire is scheduled. No, I'm kidding.
No bonfires.
No
there.
bonfires
That's
in
the house
Nashua.
next door to me. Yeah.
Oh.
They do bonfires. And I
Well, you
just-
have some material for them.
I just reap the benefits of that. Yeah, exactly. I always do. There's always timber in my backyard for some reason. Good crowd on hand tonight.
Yeah, they've gotten larger by the inning.
Yep.
And nice weather to sit out here in
People
Nashua.
coming in to check out a couple of innings.
Is it before the Bugs yet? I mean, I've seen
Yeah,
them come in the
they're
booth.
they're not in the booth yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's also a cool evening, so a
Right.
little cool. But
Second baseman number 2, Shannon Martin.
Shannon Martin in this game has singled twice, 2 for 2 for the Titans second baseman. Fists one left side, long run for the shortstop, and he'll make the play. Seaward's Kyle was out there in plenty of time. 1 up, 1 down as Shannon was first pitch swing, trying for a perfect night. So Anthony Lupi went 5 innings, and he gave up 4 runs on 7 hits. We have a pinch hitter? Yes, I think Andrew Jackson.
it's going to be Mike Robert.
Now batting, pinch hitter number 20, Mike Robert.
So Mike Robert gets a chance to swing the bat here against number 25 for Dover. That's Ty Cash doing the pitching. Hard hit, one hopper right to the third baseman. Nick Potter fires it across the diamond. Nicely done by Potter. Junior, third baseman for the Dover Green Wave. And the Titans down to what could be their last at bat of the night, leading by 4-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Matt Lipkind batting in Parker Jamerson's spot. Pitch. Slow bender stays inside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Strike taken. The knees away. 1-1 is the count. No activity in either bullpen. It's probably going to be Matt Lipkin coming right back on the mound after he bats here. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ty Cash coming into pitch here in the bottom of the 6th. The right-hander rocks and throws and hits at the knees. 2-2. Jamerson was 1 for 2 in the game before he was pinch hit for here by the pitcher. Bounces it, and the count goes full to Lipkin. Louis Tarantino would like to have his 4th plate appearance of the game. He awaits on deck. The 3-2 pitch on the way is hit very high, pop-up behind the infield. It's a long run for everybody, and it's going to fall. And it was an infield pop-up that should have been gloved by an infielder, and
There's your team error, but it doesn't count. It's a hit.
Right. Adam Schoenbrucker had to almost run to second base to catch that one, and both the shortstop Seawards and the second baseman Blois gave up on it, and it fell for a base hit.
Fielder now for the Titans is center fielder Louis Tarantino.
So Louis Tarantino does get his 4th plate appearance. I say plate appearance because he's had one official at bat, grounding out to second, walked twice and scored.
That's it. Take advantage of the walks, take advantage of the errors, take advantage of all the miscues.
So Lipkin getting some more exercise than just pitching. Is at first base with 2 outs. Cash comes set and throws. High curve stays up, and it's 1-0. Had a pretty good swing at that fastball away. Ticks it back to the screen.
Yeah, Tarantino's not one you really want to that's going to stay in the game most of the time. He's your catalyst. You know, he's a smart player. Good, great on base guy. I don't want to keep him in the game and not the plate.
High and deep to center. Schoenbrucker backpedaling and makes the catch.
And that'll do it.
3rd out of the inning, so it's time to close it out for Nashua North. If they can hold Dover, of course, to 3 runs or less here, they will take this first-round playoff game. It would be a victory of sorts for Dover if they could plate at least 1 run and end the scoreless streak that they've had against the Titans this season. As Lipkin gets his glove and will stay right there on the field to pitch the 7th, top of the 7th here against the Green Wave, who are due to send the 7, 8, 9 batters to the plate. Conroy, Blois, and Dennis barring pinch hitters. A very crisp picture here on Nashua ETV as Jim McLean focuses in on Matt Lipkin taking his warm-up tosses on the mound. Nighttime has descended at Holman Stadium, so the lights have taken full effect. Mound work now for Matt Lipkin as
So they score 1 run on a stolen base at 3rd and an infield hit. Score another run on a squeeze.
yeah.
Score another run on a clean single through. That was really the only big clean single run score in play.
Yeah.
And then score another run on a wild pitch. Whatever it takes, North seems to get the job done. As
Nick
I say,
Potter leading it off for Dover.
They bleed you to a slow,
Yeah.
painful elimination.
Right. Missing with the first 3 pitches here of the 7th. Lipkin goes 3-0 on Nick Potter, the junior 3rd baseman for Dover. And the ball misses again. So a 4-pitch walk for the leadoff batter. And that'll bring up Eric Feist, senior, getting a pinch hitting duty here as Coach Anderson, actually Coach Carver, announces it to the home plate umpire.
You don't want to put people on base with a 4-run lead.
Eric spells
Just pitch the ball over the plate. Let your defense make the plays. North's defense usually does, even though they have 2 miscues.
Feist is F-A-I-S-T. And the pitch hits the inside part of the plate. Strike 1 from Lipkin to Eric Feist. Is a senior, right-handed batter for Dover. Lipkin courtesy check of the runner and to the plate. Fouled over the screen, and that one
Told you.
close
See?
to the radio booth.
See?
That was it didn't go in, Jim. I'll tell you. I saw it bounce forward. He's looking for the ball. It's not in the radio box. I can't remember. I saw it bounce. It didn't quite make it over the sill. Fisted, gloved. Lipkin to second, and he throws it into center field.
I was afraid of that.
And Potter, wise not to try.
How many
Tarantino
times
right
do you
there.
see a pitcher turn and try to make that throw to second base, and they just don't get it? They never get it right. It goes over somebody's head. It goes bounces in the dirt by them.
I'm laughing because it happened to my team last night.
Did it? Yeah,
Oh,
I'm telling you. It happens all the time.
Turned into a 3-run inning. All you have to do is hit me.
And that's the danger
I know
now.
I'm short, but
that
right
is
in
the
the center.
danger now.
Yeah.
Dover's got 2 on base. There's nobody out. Will Henderson's got to come out to the mound, settle his reliever down, who's pitched fairly well, and tell him not to worry about the runners, just worry about the hitters. That's what your message is. Worry about the hitters, get the batters out, and you will win the game.
Uh-huh.
Re-entering is the runner at first base, number 8,
Casey Bloys re-enters to run for Eric Face, who reached on a fielder's choice and hitting in his own spot, the 9-batter, Aaron Dennis.
I'll
who
tell
has
you what,
singled and reached on an error
even
tonight.
if they win this, if they hold on to win this game, up a 4-0 with 2 on and nobody out in the top of the 7th, Will Henderson will still have a rough night sleeping because of those 3 errors.
Ground ball to
This
the
could help.
shortstop. Rodriguez off his
4
body into
errors.
center field. A run will score.
4 errors.
The Dover Green Wave has scored their first run against the Nashua North Titans in 14 innings this season. It comes in the 7th inning of their first-round playoff game. And it is a 4-1 game. Still nobody out in the 7th inning, and a disconcerting error off of their shortstop on what should have been a tailor-made double play.
Should have gotten everybody 1 out, anxious for a win. And now they're even more anxious because it's 1st and 2nd, and it's only a 3-run deficit. The tying run is at the plate, John Collins.
How about that?
How about that?
Kyle Seawards is the leadoff batter in the order for Dover. Hits it hard, a base hit to left center. It's going to plate another run. Throw to third. It's going to be close. Safe at third, they call it.
And now the tying runs are in scoring position.
And that might bring a discussion from Will Henderson. It looked like Dylan Koss gloved it cleanly, Tom, and applied the tag, and yet the umpire gave the indication safe that the runner had slid underneath the tag, and the tie run in scoring position, as you just said, with nobody out.
Unbelievable. That's what the miscues will do to you.
Nobody out in the 7th inning. And coming up big, Kyle Seawards, the shortstop, the junior. Pitching change is being made.
Is he going to bring Mellon back in? I wonder.
No, it looks like it's somebody else. It's a left-hander. What did you tell me about left-handers? When in doubt,
When in doubt,
throw
go
lefty.
left. Yeah.
Go left.
Yep. Might be McCarthy. Parker Jamerson.
Parker Jamerson, who
He's been
started the
he's
game
been
in
their
left
closer
field.
this year. So
Right.
Parker Jamerson. Yep.
Number 7, Parker Jameson.
Well, I started to say Kyle Seawards was 0 for 3 before that solid rip.
You know, John,
To
I think
left
we're playing.
field.
I think we're going to be playing extra innings here. I really do.
Well, I think, if you're doing the game cast on ESPN, they have that little scroll down the bottom, percentage chance of plating 2 runs, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out.
80.
It's probably pretty high.
75?
Maybe 50-50.
2nd and 3rd, nobody out. All sorts of things can happen. What North
Yeah.
needs is they don't need mistakes. They have made 4 errors in this game, 2 in this inning,
Yeah.
off makeable plays. I mean, a tailor-made double play. Was that Rodriguez at short? It
Yeah.
was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's all of a sudden, all the defensive plays have put them in a hole.
And coming through was Seawards with a solidly struck single. Now, you have your closer in here, Parker Jamerson. My comment is he's a left-handed pitcher that comes over the top, and that's reminiscent of Jake Mellon, who these batters have seen.
But Mellon's a righty.
Oh, right.
Mellon's a righty.
No, you're right.
So
That's not. I messed up.
Mellon
is a righty, so this is different look. But a lot of these batters are right-handed that are due up, so that could help them. Schoenbacher.
We're going to be here, I think, a little bit. This
Tom
is not
has predicted that we may go extra innings.
This is not going
or at least to the 7th. Swing and miss. Parker Jamerson coming right after the hitter. First base may be empty, but there's no outs, and he needs outs. And he's not worried about walking anybody.
He doesn't want to put the winning run on base. Strikeout is needed, no doubt about it. But also Fortin has got to keep the.
Yeah.
He's got to keep the ball in front of him. Boy, it all started innocently enough. A walk, and then an errant throw to second base. First and second, nobody out.
Swung on and missed. Strike two.
Taylor made double play, bobbled and bouncing off Kelvin Rodriguez for an error, scoring a run, and then a 2-run single by Kyle Seawards. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, an RBI single by Kyle Seawards. But the runners moving up on a throw to third base.
2-2. Dover crowd making themselves heard here in this rally. Ground ball left side. It's going to plate the third run. Throw to first is in time for the first out of the inning. So Dover has the tie run still at second base. Good base running, good defense on that play. Everything that should have happened did happen.
Do you throw home there?
Ty Cash is up.
Runner was going. I would have.
He got a great jump, and it was a deep ground ball. You do not throw home there. You do not want to chance it.
Chance it.
Yeah, because it's
a tough throw either way.
Because you got the winning run on base now if you don't get him at home. And
you get the tying run on base.
Right.
With one out.
Oh, well, if you don't get him at home, I'm saying. You risk it, you throw it home, and the guy, it's a fielder's choice, he'll reach. So you'd have nobody out in first and second. So you get the out. There. Runner bluffs. That caused, I think it was Kelvin Rodriguez, the shortstop, to yell runner as if he was stealing, but he was bluffing. 1-1. It's the three-hitter, Ty Cash, who singled, walked, and struck out in 3 trips to the plate tonight. The 1-1 on the way. Strike called outside corner. The Nashua crowd hanging on every pitch right now in this first-round single elimination playoff game. Nashua North clinging to a 4-3 lead with a tie run in scoring position. Strike three
another
called.
big pitch by Jamerson. Oh, my.
Ty Cash indicating he thought it was low, but it was there. It was a strike 3 called. Down to their last out. The Dover Green Wave.
Adam Arkell.
Arkell has grounded out twice and walked in 3 trips. Strike right back to the same spot. Jamerson, as cool as can be in a pressure spot, has left the tie run on second base since he came in. The pitch. Breaking ball stays up, 1-1. Key pitches coming up here to the clean-up batter, the first baseman for Dover with a chance to be a hero and tie the game. Swung on and missed the fastball.
Down to their last strike. All of a sudden, boy, I tell you, this is the definite. Who says closers are overrated? If he gets the job done here, it's huge. And he does.
Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Oh, my, that's one of the best performances we have seen all year.
Parker Jamerson comes out of the bullpen and shuts the door. They did get a run on a ground ball, but that was not the 4th run. He kept, well, I said before the inning started, Tom, that as long as Nashua held Dover to 3 runs or less in the last inning, that they'd win the game. I'm not thinking they'd actually score the 3 runs.
Wow.
Because that bucked the trend. They had gone scoreless against Nashua for 14 innings until this one. And they make it quite a game and quite a scare for Nashua North after leading comfortably for this entire game. Second and third, nobody out, and the Titans dodge a bullet. They live another day to host here at Holman Stadium, the second seed in the tournament. Nashua Titans coach Will Henderson is shaking his head a little bit.
Yeah, he sure is.
As they will huddle up down the right field line. So it was quite
And
a
they'll
night.
huddle for a while. They'll keep me here for a while, I'm sure.
Oh, lot to talk about to
Yes,
replay this game.
Indeed, but the job by Jamerson, because what did he do that after an inning or two that Lipkin couldn't do? Get the strikeout.
Yes.
You needed the strikeout. You had the ground ball, and then he got two big strikeouts, striking out 3-4, Cash and Arkell.
This one right after him,
Yep.
and got the strikeouts, and
And
no
that
risk
does
of a fielding error there.
Not at all. John, it's been a pleasure. Look forward to that quarterfinal game.
Exactly, and it was a great doubleheader of baseball as we recorded it here on a beautiful May 31st at Holman Stadium. That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. As you look at Nashua High North coach Will Henderson talking to his troops after a close 4-3 opening round victory in the New Hampshire Division I Boys Baseball Playoffs. For Jim McLean, our cameraman, and our executive producer, Pete Johnson and Tom King, I'm John Collins, thanking you for watching Nashua's ETV broadcast. We've got more baseball yet to come in playoff season here on Nashua ETV, and please come along with us. Good night from Holman Stadium, everybody.